We're starting from a situation like this. So I got here, made my move, Sarah pushed forward there. I pulled him down into a seated position. We're starting from this situation, a common scenario in a fight. I'm controlling his hips, and he's sitting here. Him sitting like this is dangerous. The first thing I do is shift his weight to one side. How do I do that? With my shoulder. I turn a little and use my shoulder, like this. I shifted his weight to one side. This is where the fun begins. I'm going to do that wrist control. We're going to move on to the submission, okay? But I'm going to get that grip on his wrist over there. Remember, it's not with your thumb, it's a cup grip, rotating over the top. So it doesn't matter which takedown you did. You're going to end up here. This situation is bad. Why? Because he can force my grip down and put his body into it. Then you might ask, but professor, can I pull here? Yes. But if he's got his hand on my grip, how am I supposed to do it? The moment I let go, he's going to turn. So, as soon as you land here, man, it's the same as when you're in turtle position. Move him to the side, throw him to the side. He supported me, I'll go there, look. Wrist, I don't need to look, wrist. Thumb goes with it. And now I'm not going to pull. If I pull, it's useless. Look, he just slips his arm out. I'm just going to lock it in place. Just lock it and put my weight on top. So, he's on his side over there. I just locked it. Don't pull. Drive your shoulder forward. All right, I got to where I wanted. From here, we're going to go for a Katagatame, but it can't be the regular Katagatame because there's no angle. Sarah is turned way over there. He's completely on his side. If I try to lock in a Katagatame, sorry. If I try to set up a Katagatame here, I'm screwed. I won't be able to get him flat on his back to finish. It's easier for him to roll out of it there. So we're going to use a modified Katagatame, which is exactly for when he's on his side. And it also works. Lie down here, please. When I have a regular Katagatame, I messed up because with a Katagatame, when the guy is in this position, with his back on the ground, he shouldn't be able to turn. If he turned, it's because I messed up, and usually it's because I have this elbow off the ground. So you notice that my elbow is off the ground. It's going to rotate, look, and he ends up in this damn position here. So it works for this situation too. I'm going to show us starting from back control, but I want you to know that it also works when you're in that Katagatame. You slip up, leave your elbow out, and he turns and ends up on his side. So I turned him onto his side there, controlled the wrist. I don't pull so he can't swim out. I put my weight on him. This hand goes there. I passed it through. How? Turn a bit this way, Sarah. Thumb up. That's the measure. Thumb up. So what do I need to do now? For Katagatame, what need inside Japa? Just the neck? Neck and arm. That's right, Joanna. To keep him from pulling his arm out, what do? I lay down on his shoulder, thumb up. Now I let go of the hand on his wrist and move to his biceps. And with this hand, I'm going to slice across his ear. Look, back of the hand. There's a bit of a struggle here, because if he has a long neck, he'll push his neck this way, and I'll start to lose my grip. How do I lock my hand here, Japa? My chin. That's it. I put my chin down. Why? Now, the struggle isn't just his neck against my hand. It's his neck against my hand, plus my neck. We use this lock in the rear naked choke too. So I'm here. I let go over there. I lay on his shoulder so he can't swim out. I grabbed my bicep. Pressure. Look, sliding my hand. I got here, so he doesn't sneak his neck out that way. I locked it with my own chin. And now I'm going to make a little adjustment. I'm going to spoon him. Why? Because from where I am, if he has hip mobility, I can't finish him. In this position, it's my forearm pressing against his carotid artery. It stops the oxygen from passing through. It's not a choke, it's asphyxiation from lack of oxygen because of the carotid. So here, look, I locked it in. Here I don't have a very good angle, so I'm going to lie down and spoon him. Do you remember the samurai? I lay down to spoon and this top foot. I throw it over right here. Look, wherever it lands, it could be here or here, wherever. Then here you squeeze, see? That's perfect. Use your big chin, it's huge. No, not like that. When I say, guys, over here, come here to see this. Stand here. You're really good at chokes, so you'll get it, but this here can get in the way. Take a look here. When you come in with your knee here, do you notice this hand width space between Claudia and him? This could be enough for Claudia to wiggle her hips and get out. So when you fall with your leg straight down. Push your hips forward, Pacoca. Right here, look, there's no space. Now, if Claudia tries to escape, she takes him with her, see? So, damn, I'm going to do the Katagatame. I'm going to give my cow this happens all the damn time, all the time in a fight, okay? I went for the Katagatame there, but the Katagatame, damn, it probably wasn't perfect, and probably when the guy rolls, the problem is this, it's this space. But I went for the Katagatame there, and the guy started rolling out. Look, he ended up on his side. Damn, this is a mess. Then you don't know what to do. You try to mount, the guy pushes, and you'll end up in half guard. Now you know what to do. I locked in the Katagatame there. He turns to his side. Look, I already come here. Look, biceps, threw it over there. Okay, set up the Katagatame, pang, and I lifted my elbow off the ground. Sarah turned, look, from here, look, biceps, I crushed, dropped, and caught it. Why do I drop down? This part here is fixed, right? It's tight on his head here, right? Check out my right elbow, this elbow here. Everything's tight here. I'm locking it in, let's go. I'm not going to squeeze now, so I don't finish it yet. When I drop down, look at my elbow, see? It comes back, look, it puts a lot more, way more pressure, see? So, look at the space I have. When I drop down, look at my elbow, look at the space. It disappears, and here I already engage my lats. The lats are really strong, so when you drop down, you increase the pressure a lot more. Usually, sometimes you'll lock it in. The guy will be tough, but as soon as you drop down, he taps right away, because he already